Twist out.
Toe and step back to horse head, right hand on top.
Reverse lean. Get your hand up. Hold the position second. Hands out here. Look toward the front lower hand, like this, flat hand. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Just like that. This is straight. That's rounded. Okay. Hop and chop. So I'll go to first form?
First one?
Yeah.
First one?
Yeah. So saying you can go in the middle. So Paul, come to this side. So surround all the new people with, no, you can stay there. So that way you can follow. And we'll do this form, a couple of times. That way, so you can track it. And one of the things when you're going through the forms, watch the instructors to see what they're doing, and because a lot of it's visual. You got to pick up, the imagery and the position, the transitions, and that way, you'll store that, and then eventually it'll come out your body. So, okay, ready? Good. First one. Yeah.
Sing. Step up. High block. Low block. Turn. Right hand underneath. Step through. Dragon. Right hand on top. Step back. Draw. Scoop. Uppercut. Low block. Step down. Punch. Down. Uppercut. Low block. Step down. Punch. Suspended. Back on the horse. Left hand on top. Turn. Sunken fist. Left hand underneath. High block. Step down. Punch. Down. Uppercut. Fine step punch. Down. Track. Step up. Step in. Foot. Low block. Step down. Punch. Left hand underneath. Step to the rear. The leading stance. Pull the elbow back. Should be about shoulder height. Okay. Elbow. Back fist. Push. Palm. Turn. High block. Left leg. Jump. Hit. Press. Land. Track. Back fist. Wall block. Step down. Punch. Right hand on top. Right to left. Out. Left to right. Out. Draw. Side step. Push. Bring the left leg back. Scoop. Cross kick. Down. Punch. Right hand underneath. Guidance. Right hand on top. Step back. remember, you just transition to your horse stances and your knee stances. And then you bring the legs back. You have to bring that front leg back, and then it goes into the sitting stance. You have to switch the weight on one leg. Let's try that again.
Okay, spread out, guys. Yeah, Calvin over here. Yeah. Okay, good. Right. So let's, right after deep breathing, we'll just review that back step. So, Stephen, when we were here, we pull back like that, right? So it takes a bit of coordination. Sit back, turn the foot out, and you end up like this. Okay. So the stomp is optional, but if you just pull, you're here. So one of the reasons why you would want to pull back is because if you twist out here, there's a big transition to get your weight there. So when you shift back like this and you turn, your weight is here. It allows you to kick, and whatever happens after that would be a follow-up. 1, 2. So this and this. Let's just try that a few times. From the palm, we're going to hook and turn. All right, let's try it again. Palm, hook and turn. Then we're going to press. We're in this position. Look at the body. Upper body's like this. Then when we kick and step down, so kick and pull back. And then put the heel down, forward, punch, scoop, and turn. You have to scoop, cross the hands, and turn. Put the hand on top, sit back, and draw. So when you draw, look at the feet, right? Dragon, shift. This foot has to turn in this direction, so you end up in a horse stance. So things we have to understand is our feet in the horse stance are facing the same direction. We have to build that control, and then so maybe Eric, you want to work with the two, Calvin and them, and then so Eric will take you maybe through that and some of the second form for sequence, just to, and then kind of work a little bit. So you want to go to second form?
Second form?
Yeah. We just run through the forms and then get to a point where we can. All right, ready?
Slide to the front corner, turn to
Step back, Rose.
Move, chop. Jump the back foot, elbow, down straight, back foot. Set up the sword fingers, turn, press, lift, cross, press, through, press, cross, back to center, loop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep it in. Let's do that one more time. Just focus on the stances. You guys are going through your fourth stances, your top stances, so make sure you shift the weight. Okay, ready? Keep on up. Sink. Slide. Salute. Turn. Sink on that front leg. Toe. Turn. Up. Down. Five. Sink. Left. Chop. Shoot. Press kick. 1, 2, draw. Punch. Step through. Chop. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Cross. Cut here. Turn. Long step. Push. Kick. Cross. Open. Chop. Block. Leg kick. Knee inside. Step up. Towards the back. Draw. Punch. Left hand over the right elbow. Elbow. Hand straight. Back foot right here on top. Step through. Punch. Step through. 1, 2, 3. Drag. Cutting. Sky block. Punch. Shoot. Back kick. Cross. Open. Chop. Block. Leg kick. Press. Inside. Butterfly. Other side. Close. 1, 2. Go back. Middle one. Chop. Elbow. Down swing. Backwards. Switch fingers. Turn. Sink. Lift. Trap. Press. Press. Move.
So, so did you work with the Kung Kuen yesterday, or Minor did, with Rose?
Yesterday, we just kind of,
The other day you worked with Rose and,
well, actually, Stephen Yu came up and he brought them through some drills for the stick.
oh. Did
So
you,
I said,
the
I was working with Eric. We just ran them through like the first form.
yeah, the Kung Kuen, did she on it? Yeah, oh.
So, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they did. Kung Fu.
Yeah. No, she's not she's in the fourth
Yeah,
form.
yeah. So Iris is, she was looking to see what to get to the next level of strength.
Yeah.
So she's learned the
Jiffy doll, right?
if we do-
Is it,
she just needs to
she just,
polish it up a
yeah,
little bit better. So I was helping her with the
there's flowers.
flower. Yeah. So she's getting a little bit better. Have to check the wrist.
How's their stick form? How's their stick form?
I haven't seen it for a while.
Yeah.
I think they all did. In front of them.
That's how when you turn and you walk through the thing, they come in and do an empty up.
So maybe see what Rose is doing, see if she wants to
Do Kung Kuen.
forward a little bit.
Yeah. She Iris too should do Kung Kuen. But we didn't have another half an hour, right? They're staying for an hour and a half.
So now when you sink into that front stance, that's when you pull. So you should end. So, and then most of the weight is like, I get a turn. Block it. Block. Cut. Push. Now you do the same thing, bring that front leg back. Scoop. Press kick.
Hey, we're going to do Gung Kun with. You started Gung Kun, right? Yeah. Do you want to work with Rob? Gung Kun. Gung go through. She started it. Go far as add some sequence
How far do you have?
and run through it together. Yeah. Run through it. Yeah. So he'll take you through that. You need to use the mirror. Yeah. You need a mirror. I can give you. You can stay there. I can pull one of these over. Yeah, like that. So Eric, let's because I think when these guys go through some of this, we talked about it last class when we talked about watching and visualizing and kind of seeing the imagery. So because you're fairly new at working with your body because you guys are young. So if you can see what we're trying to achieve with some of the structures that we have, maybe Eric and I can demonstrate to you what something, just a basic thing is. Why, like when I pivot like this and I go into horse stance, why I want this structure. So that's a high block. It's in this direction. If even you threw a straight punch to my head, I might just go like this. I might move a little to the side, so that's where it would be, right? If you punched at me here, I would want to intercept it like that. So the fact that you go like this and you go like this, you want to be aware that that's what's happening. Because if you just go like this and it's anyway, if I did that and he threw a punch and I went like that, that's not going to be effective. So the idea is to build that understanding in the body. Now here's another thing. If I'm here and I turn, like what we were talking about, draw the foot back, that gives me a chance to step to do this. You see what I mean? Now if I do this, block, I could also do this and convert it into this. See? So one movement leads to another, but they kind of blend together. And then another concept we have in the first form is removing, right? So removing is taking away, this is taking away. Everything that involves two hands become either removing, a taking away, or a transition, right? So if I'm in a position like this, say I'm here, I might transition over to here, and that essentially becomes kind of a removing, and you might not see that. But if he grabbed my hand and I went in like this could be removing his hand, see? So if you want, you can try it with your brother to see how that would work. If someone grabbed, like you grab, Cal, why don't you grab his hand like this, and then you could see that you could bring your hand into this side and do a dragon. But this is actually the wrong side because we've been working on the other side.
Yeah,
We'll just do it again.
Line up the way you have to treat us like mirrors, right?
Right.
So you need your right foot forward with me.
Yeah, so we're actually on the same side, right?
Go. First back. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm here and I go like this. So you can see that I make my transition. I'm crossing my hand here. Now I'm not really doing anything with this one. I'm just using this to do that. So that's that action, right? If he grabbed my hand,
So switch
Right.
your stance. Guys,
If
you
he,
gotta watch and
if
you
he,
gotta copy. That's
if
the
he,
way you learn.
if he grabs my hand, if I go like this, I might, yeah, no, grab this one.
No, left. Here,
Yeah. So I might not be able to get his hand off. So you know what you can use to help? This folding movement, and then do that. So my break actually happened before. See what happens when I go like this?
See how I can't hold.
And then I use this. Why would I want to do that? Well, this could be because I want to get to this side because I can strike to here. You see, so that just gives you, that's just an example, right? We have this movement as a removal, so you're just kind of sliding on. So this is a slide down in the form, but the thing is, sometimes if he's got a good grip, you're not going to be able to, so we have to pull and push at the same time. But the added advantage is this. So what's this? When you do this.
We were just talking about breaking grips.
Right. So there's two ways of breaking a grip. Opposite side on the wrist. Double side toward the thumb. And this is the vertical hand. See? So you drop your elbows, and that gives him, if I turned it around, I did a double low block, it would do that.
The
See?
trick is
So,
gently.
yeah.
And the guy holding on, go hold on for dear life. When it starts
Yeah.
hurting, start letting
Yeah.
go.
So this is the weakness of the thumb. You can do this and you pull away.
Grab him.
No, yeah, no, just pull up, just fold. You know how we do this drill? 1, 2, 3, that's it, yeah. So watch this for a second.
Just feel how that works for a second.
1, 2, or I bring it to this side and this is actually even better. So if I go like this and strike, eventually that's yeah. So that's why when we do these movements in the beginning, it's just like, what, bunch of movements. But why we do it? We're building body mechanics. So if you can see or understand what I'm leading to, that everything we do has a purpose. Just this, right? So I go like this. If it's the other side, it goes like this. If I want to go back, I can do this. See? If I go like this, it's a push. If I go like this, it's a press. If I go this, is the slap. Like this, I'm stuck, right? If I'm going like this and he presses and I'm stiff, that's what happens. If I'm not stiff, see, and he's got my elbow, but he doesn't have my hand. So see, that's why it's very, it's everything is camouflaged in our movements. So use your imagination and use just this experience. So hopefully, that was helpful to, I mean, there's so much in a form, but you learn the form first, and it's just a book of movement. You take those movements and you, so they went through the whole form. Actually, they're pretty good with the first form, memory-wise.
Memory-wise, they get about the first 5-6 movements.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So that's what we had gone through it really slowly with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
years. We had
yeah.
talked about structure and imagining the different directions and attacks, and
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
going to do some memory. And then
Yeah.
we kind of cycled.
So repetition is something that we do over and over again. We know that memory it works like that. We just look at something, say it over and over again, we memorize it, like a phone number. You recite it, it comes up. But that memory is short term, and it's only up here. The memory we develop is taking that memory and translating it and teaching the body it. That's something that you have to understand.
They played piano, so we were using that in that
Yeah,
classroom
yeah.
with them.
That's a muscle
Reading the
memory.
notes and then eventually being able to just play it.
Right. But there's one step beyond that, which is our steps. We move our legs too, and legs are tough to teach.
You can't move your legs.
They're pretty stubborn,
behind.
except for your toes, right? But that's. Anyways, you can work with them a little bit. I want to see what they do. Yeah. Yeah. So. And then Yeah, so because Gung Kun's a fundamental form, everything that you went through, just kind of see where that isn't what you already know. A cutting hand is a cutting hand, how it passes through your center, how you line your, all that. So, you have good form now with the other forms and just understanding. So the transitions, learning more form, seems fairly easy for you sequentially. So you just build it, but build an understanding of the way the hand techniques go from the fundamentals, and then progression's much easier. So it's just really, by the time you get to say yellow belt, all the fundamental basics are in your body. Some people get to yellow belt and they have to relearn everything because they miss the point that there's structures and strategy in it. So first line is actually sequence. Second line of understanding is, muscle memory and consistency. So people that are doing it more consistent, obviously you can see that they look better, their transitions are better. So all of that stuff. But everyone's different, Yeah, yeah. So if you picked up from all the basic stuff that we reinforce all that stuff all the time. So it's whether some people accept it or not as a, as a body form. But there's a lot to it. But once you get it, right? Once you get your positions, if he throws a punch here, it's here. If he throws a punch here, it's there. If he punch here, then I just have to sink my elbow. We learn that. We can scoop. We can elbow. We can press. We can back fist. All of these things, applying it's a little bit different. But the thing is, it's an understanding. Yeah. So go do it again. Yeah, just go, because this form's yeah, from the beginning, because this form's working both sides, and it's one of the core of the system too. So Lisa said her shoes, all that stuff's going to go home. And she told me to. She said, "Sonny's hanging out with you." Oh, but anyway. So, Bonnie, I'll just show you something I've done. Just for, it's something I've done. This is how I track things and kind of understand. So I use numbers, but. These cloud up. Let's see if this is the one I have. That's the one here. So this is the spreadsheet that I use, right? So everybody's categories, I know where everybody is.
Okay.
As far as where they are. These are all the inactive people. These are the people that are, a few people that come on Sundays. And then I have them numbered based on that. And then if you go across, total members are active 47.
So
when
when somebody emails me, you won't have that, but I see that you did update Tom, and then also
Well, I don't know Tom, I don't know what he's paying.
he's
And
going to pay for the tier 1 block because he only came once a week before anyways.
yeah. So that's okay.
So I did that effective last Thursday.
Okay.
That's when you
So
said
I
you
have it.
assigned to
So I
me.
have it in the block. Iris, I don't know what she does.
No, hers is, I think. Oops. Oops. hasn't expired. She had to sign a form off.
Yeah. So that's something that you probably have to discuss with her parents, when she, cause
Well,
she,
that's why I sent
but
out
she
the
come,
emails,
but she
you know,
comes like 3 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
so she's better off on that tier thing. Now, so here, right? Sarah, she's doing the blocks, but same with her. She comes once a week, but so I don't know. College students, I wasn't. Maybe someone like the
Forget about her because
yeah, maybe college students can do like a basic membership, annual membership, and that could be like if it even was $1,000, it would be less than what she's paying.
she's really the only one.
Yeah, she's the only one. So I'm not. See, when she finishes the block or whatever, then she can just
Well, maybe just
be work
do
off
it
of
once
Eric's.
a week or something.
Just work off the Eric, whatever. And then Ari, I don't know what he did. He comes once a week, I think. He's probably doing blocks, right?
I don't think he's like signed up for anything yet. So
Yeah.
did he come in?
Ari, yeah, he comes in every Thursday practically.
Was he here last Thursday? Because I don't think you mentioned him.
Last Thursday he wasn't here, no. So Peter Strock, he's, I don't know what he's
I
on.
think he's already been paid.
So I don't know what he paid.
I think he paid on his old membership. I think
Yeah. So those. Oops. Oh. So that's basically, oops, my mic's on. See, oops, it's pretty loud. So,
Everybody finished the third form?
yeah, they finished third form. She started fourth, right? Yeah. So, but fourth, Iris, you want to go through, maybe you can run through your form, eighth form with Lawrence, and eighth form, and or even weaponry, because she's worked on stick and broadsword, and so she needs some corrections with that a little bit. So you want to play around with that over there, stick and sword, because she wants to move on to another weapon at some point. So before she can move on to something different, we should make sure those two are good.
Right.
The next one might be what, either butterfly or monkey stick, yeah. So the next weapon would probably be a double weapon, would be butterflies. But the thing is, you got to make sure you have those two forms good before we start that. And then the only people I don't have on here, the new couple, that's they do once a week, and they're
Oh, Rui Gao?
yeah,
So they're
Rui
not on
Gao.
parking, right?
they what?
They're not on parking, right? Oh, I was talking about parking.
No, they
okay.
no, they I don't have them on my list because they were an intro, and now they probably signed up for, I don't know what they signed up for. So Iris, make sure you don't let it go, right? Hold on tight. Yeah. So Paul, don't walk around. Actually, if you guys work on drills, when you slice, right, you go over, make sure this hand comes out. Because that becomes the habit. Because this is an essential movement. When you go like this, if you go this way, this. So using this to lift is the most important part of that. This one, that's the most important part. The secondary hand. Yeah. Yeah, so when you slice, come through the center, this, or you lift, because you lift, right? You lift. So you look at the form. 1, if you slice, 2, right? When you turn, 3. So that's a real fundamental basic. It's getting your other side to coordinate with that. Because when you go like this and you just bring this over, it's really uncontrolled because you really don't know where it is. When you're like this, so the shoulders relax. It's coming as a function of that. and the hands coordinate. And it's safer. You know, safety is the most important thing when you're doing a weapon. Yeah. Hoi hop, open and close. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah. And then, so when we talk about structure, right? Structure. Right? Horizontal.
Yeah, look at that hand.
Right? So don't, that's, yeah. Right? Right? So here. So how you thrust your hand, how you lift, all makes a difference if you want. So every piece of your body that's involved with your movement has to be controlled. So the positions, the circles, the angles, these are all that's part of the skill level. It's everybody has a different perception of how these go, right? So that already changed everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Iris, what happens is after this tutorial, you go back and go through your form. You say, is this happening in each part of that form? If not, then you got to redo those postures. That's what learning a form is.
Slide, jump, punch, jump. One, two, three.
Better? Much better. Yeah. We got it.
Got 100% through memorizing.
Actually, it was 99%. I looked at his now.
Okay, all right, very good. So we've gone from 90 to 95 to 98.
That's
95, back to
so that's progression.
90 to 91 to 95 to 98 to 95
Yeah,
to 99.
yeah.
That's how memorization works for a little bit, so you kind of just finally cram that last part in.
So half the battle is understanding. Now, if you understand it, then you'll do it a different way. If you don't understand it, then you think it's all the same. But good. So next time you come, we should have that in, and then we'll build on the second form as well as refining this.
We just did this, so we did the second today.
Yeah.
Kind of do something different.
Try after the second, right?
Yeah, we are working on it now. That's what we want you to do, because we don't just hand out stripes, even though we hand them out. You know, you have to earn those in a way.
So we talked, they wanted to know, and I said, well, you're just working the two things you need, understanding and memorization.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, just to put a bug in here, Andrew was asking the same question last night.
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew, yeah. His structure looked really good. His memory is also like around 90%.
Uh-huh.
So I told him to just keep working the memory through.
Yeah.
His structure is nice and clean though.
Yeah.
He really kind of sits and he's
Mm-hmm.
one of those that seems to think more about the pieces.
Yeah, he likes to work slowly too. Yeah.
But I just put a bug in here. He was specifically asking me. I said, he said, what do I do? I said, well, you talk to Sifu.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very consistent with how we think, mainly because that's part of it. So. Sing. So anyone watching the classes would realize that everybody is working on specific areas in the form, so the different instructors are working them through some of the things that need correction. So, you know, the dialogue is more just between the two of them, so you can watch. Otherwise, it'd be pretty noisy here if everyone had a mic. And, you know, live classes, just that live, and 99% of the attention goes to the student, mainly because that's why they're here, and, you know, we have to satisfy their needs. But, you know, online learning or watching from outside, the visuals are very important. If we're doing a live stream class directed to the outside audience, then all the attention is directed to the camera. So taking that into consideration, that's why you may not get a lot of sound directed to you.
You don't have to bring the tips together. Because
Yeah.
you're actually going to get like you're grabbing. So when you do the praying mantis, you want to actually create almost like a stair step. So you're grabbing something.
So the mantis is really a stylistic differences. We're still using the forearm. The mantis is this, the dragon is this. So if you watch, if we just cross our arms, it should cross.